Hello guys, today I am going to tell about Calcarea Florica. I am saying this from Boericke's materia medica. So Calcarea Florica has the common name fluorspar or fluoride of lime. Calcarea florica is a very powerful tissue remedy for hard stony glands, varicose and enlarged veins and malnutrition of bones, hard knots in female breasts, goiter, congenital hereditary syphilis, induration threatening suppurations. Many cases of cataract have been undoubtedly been influenced favorably by it. Congenital syphilis manifesting itself in ulcerating of the mouth and throat, caries and necrosis with boring pains and heat in parts. Atherosclerosis, threatened apoplexy, tuberculosis, used after operations, the tendency to adhesions are reduced by this drug. Mind. Great depression, groundless fears of financial ruins. Head. Creaking noise in head, blood tumors of newborn infants, hard excrescences on the scalp, ulcers on the scalp with callous hard edges. Eyes. Flickering and sparks before the eyes, spots on the cornea, conjunctivitis, cataract. Strumous phylactemular keratitis. Subcutaneous palpebral cysts. Ears. Calcareous deposits on tympanum, sclerosis of ossicula, and petrous portion of temporal bone with deafness, ringing, and roaring. Chronic suppuration of middle ear. Nose. Cold in the head, stuffy cold, dry coryza, ozena, copious, offensive, thick, greenish, lumpy, yellow nasal catarrh. Atropic rhinitis, especially if crusts are prominent. Face. Hard swellings on the cheek with pain or toothache, hard swellings on jawbone. Mouth. Gum boil with hard swelling on the jaw, cracked appearance of the tongue with or without pain. Induration of the tongue, hardening after inflammation. Unnatural looseness of the teeth with or without pain. Teeth become loose in their sockets, toothache with pain if any food touches the tooth. Throat. Follicular sore throat, plugs of mucus are continually forming in the crypts of the tonsils. Pains and burning in throat, better by warm drinks, worse cold drinks. Hypertrophy of Luschka's tonsils, relaxed uvula, tickling referred to larynx. Stomach. Vomiting of infants, vomiting of undigested food, hiccough, flatulency. Weakness and daintiness of appetite, nausea and distress from after eating in young children who are overtaxed by studies. Acute indigestion from fatigue and brain fag, much flatulence, stool and anus, diarrhea in gouty subjects, itching of anus, fissure of the anus and intensely sore crack near the lower end of the bowel, bleeding hemorrhoids, itching of anus as from pinworms, internal or blind piles frequently, with pain in back, generally far down in the sacrum, and constipation, much wind in lower bowels, worse during pregnancy. Male. Hydrocele, induration of the testicles. Respiratory organs. Hoarseness, croup. Cough with expectoration of tiny lumps of yellow mucus with tickling, sensation and irritation on lying down. Spasmodic cough. Calcarea floor removes fibroid deposits at about the endocardium and restores normal endocardial structure. Circulatory organs. Chief remedy for vascular tumors with dilated blood vessels and for varicose or enlarged veins. Aneurysms. Valvular diseases. When the tuberculous toxin attack the heart and blood vessels. Neck and back. Chronic lumbago aggravated on beginning to move and ameliorated on continued motion. Osseous tumors. Rachitic enlargement of femurs in infant. Pain lower part of back with burning. Extremities. Ganglia or encysted tumors at the back of the wrist, gouty enlargement of the joints of the fingers, exostosis on fingers, chronic synovitis of knee joint. Sleep. Vivid dreams with sense of impending danger, unrefreshing sleep. Skin. Marked whiteness of skin, scar tissue, adhesions after operations, chap and cracks, fissures or cracks on the palm of hand or hard skin, fissures of the anus, Suppuration with callous hard edges, Whitlow. Indolent fistulous ulcers secreting thick yellow pus. Hard elevated edges of ulcer. Surrounding skin purple and swollen. Knots, knurls, hardened glands in the female breast. Swelling or indurated enlargements. Having their seat in fascia and capsular ligaments of joints or in the tendons. Indurations of stony hardness. Modalities: worse during rest, changes of weather, better by heat and warm applications. Relationship: compare conium, lepis, baratamur, Hecla lava, rustox, cacodylate of soda. In tumors: Calcareea sulfstibiata acts as a hemostatic and absorptive in uterine myoma. Magnifera indica in varicose vein. 12th to third to 12th titration is a dose mentioned by Boericke, but is not to be followed in this way. It's based on the susceptibility and the totality of the symptoms. It is a chronic remedy, needs some time before manifesting its effects, so should not be repeated too frequently.